Brew Crew Territory, Scotty Braun with Cain, and we need Lorenzo today because the Milwaukee Brewers are coming off a tough week, which culminated in a sweep from the Oakland A's in Milwaukee. A, how does that happen? B, do you have a clubhouse of players smashing lockers, or are they going, it's a 162 game season. Shit happens. We're going to be fine. We rely on guys that smile, that crack jokes, like Rowdy Tellez, who you'll hear from soon on the show.
Yeah, it's tough to deal with, regardless of who you're playing or what time of the season it is. It's tough to deal with, But the A's are clicking right now. They're playing great baseball. They're locked in. So yeah, I know that they're at the bottom of the totem pole right now as far as wins. But either way, it's tough to deal with. So they got to have great guys to bring that locker room together, come in and flush it, regardless of even though it was tough to deal with, because you want to keep those down times at a minimum. So hey, they move on from it. They got a big series coming up against the Twins, and hopefully let's go for a sweep in Minnesota.
What would you have done if you were in the clubhouse after that third loss?
I would always come in because I was in that clubhouse, for a while there, and we had a lot of tough times. And I was always the guy that kind of like to flush things. I would tell guys keep their head up. Hey, let's keep pushing forward. We could turn this thing around really fast. Things can happen fast in baseball. So you try not to dwell on it. You try not to let it get you down and let it affect the next series. So flush it, let it go, and let's try to sweep the next team we play.
And it's no secret that this team is missing some valuable pieces. Someone like Brandon Woodruff stands out, who hopefully will be an impact pitcher for them in the second half of the season. But they also need Corbin Burnes to be Corbin Burnes. And we definitely saw that in his last start. And we sure as heck might see that again here with Corbin going up against Minnesota at the time that we're recording this. So Corbin also has a new best friend, and that is Victor Caratini, who has essentially become his personal catcher. And I know some teams are against this, and you don't see personal catchers as much in the bigs these days. But entering this one against Minnesota, Caratini's caught the last 3, 7 of 9, and his ERA with Caratini is 2.08. His ERA with Contreras is 5.96. And there's more total bases allowed from Corbin Burnes with William Contreras catching him than with Caratini. And there's about double difference between innings, right? So Contreras has caught about half the innings as Caratini at this point. With all that being said, do you believe in personal catchers for some pitchers? Like if you were running the Brewers right now, at this point, you see those numbers, it's starting to become a trend. Don't you just say, hey, we're going to run with Caratini catching him. We'll give William the day off or put him at DH on those days, because if Burnes is going to mow down hitters and this is going to be a thing, then we need to ride it right now. We need wins.
Yeah, 100%. I felt like they displayed a comfort level with each other when I was there, and I think as time has passed by, they are really comfortable with each other. Caratini has a really good feel for Burnes, and I think the most important thing for you to do is keep the starting pitcher locked in, keep him comfortable, because that's your horse, that's your ace. You want him out there locked in day in and day out. So I say you ride with it, you keep it rolling, keep it going, and whatever helps you get a win, that's what you stick with.
I'm with you. Well, we always get a win from Rowdy Tellez when he's joining us. The dude is a star interview every single time. And I know you had some fun with him too.
Yes, Rowdy, man, he's one of a kind, to say the least. He he's always a fun to talk to, and like I say, him and I, we definitely joked, we laughed, we had a great time throughout our career. But guys like himself, you need that in the clubhouse to get through a long, grueling season.
His words are not PG. Just throwing that out there if you're about to listen. Kids, maybe ask your parents if you can listen to Rowdy interviews. They are hilarious, though. Dude
Mhm.
might have a future as a comedian. And here he is joining us again on Brew Crew Territory. The shirt did look.
I want to know what that was. It like,
looked Gucci.
I know. That's why I was wanting to know what it looked like. I wanted to see the whole thing. I need to see the whole thing.
The
Definitely
diehard
not
fans.
Gucci.
No.
That'd be too expensive of a shirt for Rowdy to buy. Trust me, he's cheap, man. I promise you.
Cheap, huh? Watch, I hope we get him back on now.
Of course, our fans right away go, Rowdy, go to the laundry room.
Yeah, that's where we work for.
There it
The
is.
laundry room is famous for reception.
Here, listen here, Lo. You ain't talking to me about being cheap, you little fuck. You don't spend no money on your team.
Wait a minute.
And
Wait a minute now.
I was, yeah. You know, fuck you. And I was late getting to the stadium because they're putting up this shitty ass statue of AJ Brzezinski in this fucked up place. So I don't even want to hear it. This guy had like half a good season here, and they love him.
Is that true? Are they putting up a statue?
God, have you not learned that Rowdy lies more than you do?
He hasn't, AJ, at all.
So
this conversation with
only lies once. You don't want a statue up in Minnesota?
I deserve one after they traded me for Joe Nathan, Francisco Liriano, and Booth, and Joe Mauer.
That was a good trade for That was a good trade for the Twins.
No shit. That's
they
why
got
they
some good arms and some good clubhouse guys and got rid of you.
That's right. And I went to your favorite team and got to tell you to fuck off.
Yeah.
Fat meatball.
All I wanted was an autograph.
You were a little fat meatball back then, so I was like, fuck off. I'm a vegetarian. There's the shirt.
Oh, that is nice.
Sick shirt. I wear collared shirts to the field because I'm a professional.
Get that. Where does one purchase a shirt like that?
Cincinnati. There's not much to do there but buy a shitty shirt.
Oh, I'm crying,
good.
I miss you, man. Hey, listen, Rowdy, I miss you, man. I miss the trash talk more than anything. You know I enjoy it in the clubhouse.
You weren't very good at it, but I mean, it's always fun to talk to you.
Right.
I usually call Lo on my drives to go deer hunting, and he answers the phone, and he's usually doing something that he has to say something bad about me, and you know. But he was always my hero. When I got traded over here, he was hurt, and then he came over here and didn't even introduce himself to me. He just looked at me, and I said, "Yeah, man, we got the same haircut. Say something stupid." So we was close from then on, and never bought me anything. Didn't take care of any of the young guys. But I mean, crusty ass hands, needed lotion.
Rowdy, the difference between us is, listen, I'm 9 years older than you are, but we got the same haircut, you know? I'm growing mine out. Look at that. I'm growing it back, man. You see that? Growing it back.
Yeah,
out.
dude, you know what? It's a jungle out here, man. It's a jungle.
Well, listen, Rowdy. Listen to me, man. What's going on? What's going on in Milwaukee? Talk to me. Do I need to make a trip? Do I need to make a trip to Milwaukee and get you guys rolling again?
I think you do. Because we got going when you came out to Colorado last year. I think we need you. At least I do. I'm tired of being the most veteran guy in this place. It's getting tough.
What happened last time, Lo? What happened last year?
Well, you know, it was
he donated money to the fantasy football, so it's cool.
Yes, you know, because I'm the reigning champ of fantasy football, so I went out for the fantasy football draft, and I had to get out there and get the boys because they were struggling a little bit. So we talked, we had a few drinks and relaxed, being our old selves, talking trash to each other. And they need that. They need the trash talk day in and day out, especially Rowdy. That is what gets him going. He needs it. You hear me, AJ? Scott, they need it.
Yeah, well, does he have, Rowdy, do you have the soundboards in the clubhouse to be able to talk shit with, or are you missing some of that right now?
You know what? I would really like AJ in there. I don't say a lot of good things about AJ, but I heard he was really good at talking shit, and I really need somebody like that. Sometimes it's okay to talk shit when, I got 19 years in the league. It's only 4.5, but it's 19. And sometimes you just need that guy that just says something, and you're just sitting there and you're like, man, I can't fire nothing back, and you just sit there and you're like, God damn it, you wear it. And we don't really. There's not a lot of shit talking guys here. We got a really nice clubhouse.
Murph, you got Murph.
Yeah, but you never know. Murph's gonna. You just don't know with Murph. Sometimes he's in his moods. He'll put on his headphones. He'll walk around. I swear to God, he's full unit up at 9 a.m. for a 7 o'clock game.
All right, so you ready for some shit talking?
Yeah. What do you got?
What the fuck's wrong with you? Why the fuck can't you hit? Because my Twitter's getting blown up. Can you please have Rowdy on so you can get him hot? So what the fuck is going on with your hitting? And then second of all, how in the holy hell are you guys behind the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Well, I'll answer the Pittsburgh Pirates one first. See what happens when you lose some games and they win games, then they go up. I don't know if you know how baseball works, but
No,
You
barely.
know,
Barely.
we're in a little funk right now. It happens to the best of us. And then to hitting, I was watching videos on you because I was getting prepared to talk shit, and it just went downhill fast. I was like, you know what? Let's copy that swing, and it didn't work. And I don't know. And then I decided to take BP like low and fillet everything over third, thinking I could steal bases, and that didn't work. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna mix in a salad. Maybe I'll eat clean. And my vibes will change, and that didn't work. So I'm just in the middle of just, you know, I might need a live chicken, or something. You know, maybe I need to watch Bull Durham. AJ, why don't you just show up out here? You got enough money to make a flight out here. You probably fly private. They love you here in Minnesota. They do.
Love me. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you when I'm going to see you. Hold on. Let me look real quick, and I'll tell you when I'm going to see when I have a Brewers game. Oh yeah, I don't. Never mind. Only do good teams.
That's why you do the White Sox. So what are you talking about? You do good
So
teams.
that's because they like me. Let me see. I actually do have a Brewer game somewhere on the schedule. Well, I was supposed to have one, but they took me off of it. Oh yeah, here we go. August 12th. I'll see you August 12th. Guess where?
Chicago.
Nailed it.
Brewers, White Sox?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Where do you see that ovation?
Man, if I keep hitting like you, though, I might not make it to August 12th. I might be sitting at Low Cain's house with him. Crown and Coke.
Hey, I don't know if you have I don't know, your phone doesn't have internet, but you better check those statics. Better check the back of my baseball card and call me back.
T-Mobile, man. I got that T-Mobile shit. You know, it's not good.
You're supposed to get free MLB package MLB. On T-Mobile.
That's true.
Yeah, but that doesn't help with Wi-Fi.
Did you see the Gucci stuff we just had?
No.
Your shirt was part of it, I think. But all the stuff kind of looked like your shirt. Would you buy Gucci MLB stuff? They had a sleeveless vest, denim vest. With all the teams on it.
I don't wear nothing like that. I mean, I don't have that kind of money. I can't.
Here it is.
Can you see that?
Not only no, but hell no, I wouldn't wear that.
Wait, Rowdy, how much do you think they're selling that for?
If it's Gucci, that's got to be like $6,000.
$8,200. You went under.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to keep my pockets heavy, as my man Lowe would say, and that's just not how you do it.
Keep those pockets heavy, man. Don't buy that Gucci stuff. It's a waste of money. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, tell your wives that.
Yeah. That's not it either. Yeah.
Rowdy,
I had to buy Low Cain a little scooter on his last leg, you know, when he was out here because he couldn't get around. So I had to take care of my man, get him the front row parking spot. It was
Got to take care of the vets, man. Got to take care of the vets. Yeah. Got to look out for them.
You're supposed to take care of the young guys, but you didn't do nothing.
I think about suits, about video game case, about cakes. Listen, AJ Scott, every birthday,
I know you did.
I would buy cakes. For everyone's birthday, cakes. Whoever birthday it was, I bought a cake. We enjoyed it. We ate so much cake on that team. It was amazing. I enjoyed it, huh?
I know. Look, that's why it turned out like this. I used to look like you when I got over there when I got traded, and the next thing I know, I'm out here looking like
I apologize.
Like a big show.
As soon as you get done playing, we're going to put you on a diet, and we'll get you back to that playing weight. All right?
That's about how it works. Maybe we get some hair plugs, too. I don't know.
Hey, Rowdy,
you know what it was?
Yeah.
Lowe used to sit next to me on the plane when I was playing cards, and he would sit there, and he would tie himself into the plane. He put on one seatbelt, then he'd flip up the edges on the plane and put on all the other seatbelts around him. Any sort of turbulence, man, dude, he thought the plane was going down. I used to tell him all the time, we're not going to make it, man. We're going to lawn dart somewhere. And he'd look at me and tell me to shut up, leave him alone. Man, he goes, leave me alone, man, leave me alone. Trying to grow my Crown and Coke.
Yeah, well, Rowdy, you see, now he just chills in Oklahoma, barely leaves the house, and he'll look behind him and be like, "Oh, I'm in France today. Oh, yeah. I'm in Philippines this afternoon." See,
man, you know damn well you ain't teaching those boys nothing.
Hey, that's why they go to school, okay?
Man, you sitting in that desk next to them trying to learn. Showing up in your and one shoes, your jorts, and your polo collared shirt the day one of practice.
Why are you telling everybody about this, man? It's supposed to be between us. You know what I mean? Keep it between us.
Everybody knew that. I know
that
you
was
do that
first
in the
day of baseball, right?
Yes. First day of baseball, showed up in some jorts, basketball shoes, and a collared shirt.
They stuck
But
his
I
ass
couldn't-
at third base, and he said, "Nah, that's not for a brother. Let me go out to the outfield."
Yeah, couldn't hit a lick, couldn't feel the ground ball, but I could run. Let me tell you, I could run. And they put me at third base. The ball ate me alive. So I played third base all of 2 weeks, and they said, hey, go to the outfield. And that's where I made my living, AJ. That's where I made my living.
That's true. That's true. Hey, breaking news, Rowdy. By the way, you got a new teammate. Raimel Tapia signed with the Brewers. I don't know.
Raimel Tapia?
Yeah.
I played with him in the fall league. Speaking of guys that could run.
Is he going to help?
Yeah. But, you know, we need some help. We probably need a new first baseman. AJ said we need a new first baseman one time. And
oh, here we go again.
He
Yeah,
says that all the
you're
time.
right. You know what? If I show up, that's the problem. You don't want me to show up because Counts might call me in. I can't wear your uniform, be a little big on me, but I at least can show up. I'll catch it. I'll sneak in a hit or two every once in a while.
Yeah, you'd be like me in the last 10 games. You'd have 1 hit and 2 hits. You'd be perfectly fine.
I'd be cheaper.
I'll be cheap.
Probably you would be too. But that's a true story. Hey, at least I told the real story. You did come to San Francisco and you did say some shit like that.
Listen, I have not denied that. I've told that story. Colton Wong and I had the conversation. You guys need a first baseman? I can play. Rowdy's sitting right there. You got better after that, though. See, that's how us vets do it. The guy that we want to hears it, and then they learn. Say, oh shit, there's a mirror. I better look in it, and then bam, look at you now.
Yep, look at me now. Just it's gone downhill.
Rowdy got some fan questions. So, Sean, or new country songs. Are a lot of guys afraid of flying in MLB?
Damn, Lowe, they called you out like that, huh?
Wow.
Lowe's super scared. I'd say there's 1 or 2 on every team that there's definitely one that does not like flying, like absolutely hates it. And then there's one that's like the undercover dude that doesn't want to say because he doesn't want to get worn out about it. But I would say there's 1 or 2 guys on every team that don't like flying.
Do you have one on your current team?
Yeah.
Would you like to reveal them?
I don't care. I mean, Wade Miley doesn't like flying. He's kind of like Lowe, just likes to sit there and not really move and just hang out, relax, watch a show. But turbulence, turbulence is never fun. Kind of feel helpless when you're in the air. But yeah, turbulence he doesn't like it. It's pretty funny too because a lot of guys start screaming and stuff, and just makes it way worse.
I got one from Ronnie. If there was one team besides the Brewers, what team would you want to play for?
Just proximity to home, probably the Rangers. No state income tax too.
True. Not the Giants? No.
No.
Way to hold back.
Yeah, exactly. But that was your team growing up.
That was. Doesn't mean I want to go out there.
I like it.
3 or 4 days in that city's enough for me.
Hey, did you hear about what's going down in the Bay Area tonight? The reverse protest at the Oakland game. The fans are all showing up. It's actually going to be busy there, and they bought sell shirts. So people donated thousands of dollars so that they're handing out to every fan that walks in a shirt that just says "sell" because the owner treats everyone like shit.
No, I don't have social media, so I don't hear much about a lot of stuff. But that's kind of funny because I guarantee you they won't have the security to do that. Like it's going to be a mass chaos there.
Did you see one? What was it? 2 weeks ago, a fan ran on the field, ran the base. It was a kid, looked like 15-year-old kid, ran the bases, and then hopped back up to his seat, untouched.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me. We had 2 fans run on the field in one day when I was there in 19, and Jeff Nelson caught one of them, the umpire, and suplexed him. And I was like, damn. Jeff, you guys know Jeff. He doesn't say very much, and it was kind of like he just tucked his shirt back in and went about his day. Called bad balls and strikes, and that was it.
Hey, what happened this past weekend? After no one likes it, but now they've won 6 in a row and they're even beating Tampa Bay too. Did you go in the clubhouse and be like, "Well, you're all getting DFA'd"?
No, because I was one of those guys. You can't really say that when you kind of were leading the charge for that.
Were the guys dejected, or like Lowe said, I would have just walked in, crack a joke, be like, fuck it, let's go?
A lot of guys were like, it was a little somber in there, but I was like, dude, Seabiscuit wins sometimes, Fuck.
That's a great line.
Like, shit just happens, man. Sometimes it's just not your day. It's not in the cards. I mean, I think they've won 6 straight something now, so it's like it happens. It's part of the game. You look at teams that win 100 and something games a year and they lose the first 3 games of the playoffs and they're out. It's just shit. It happens, man. Those guys have played long enough. AJ and Lowe, you guys played long enough and been on some stretches where you guys are beating everybody, and then there's been some stretches where the worst team in baseball comes into town and they no-hit you or they sweep you, and you just sitting there and you're like, all right, well, that wasn't in the cards, but fuck it, we got 100 more.
Rowdy, you have to understand, Scott didn't play. I don't know if you know this or not, but Scott never played baseball. So
so like Scott is when I talk about, that's why I said you guys, and then I said the 2 names of the guys that played.
Yeah, he did address you. He knows.
And Scott's like one of those guys. He's like the new wave that baseball's really easy from behind the screen, and we should be really good at it, because when he played on the video game, he played really easy, and you were good. But no, he goes in the gym, he does his biceps, puts on a jersey every now and then, and goes in his room, shuts his door, and pretends he's Ken Griffey. But in reality, Scott Braun.
And it works. It works. He's down the street.
Yeah, he was on rookie level. So
yeah,
beginner, easy.
Yeah.
I wasn't even good at baseball video games.
He plays on the level of the pitchers that you face, AJ. Everybody's throwing 87 right in your bat speed, and the game's 100.
Actually, Rowdy, there was a great line when we had Pete Alonso on. Somehow it came up like, oh, who would you want to face? I could ask you this too, like, who would you want to face all time? And someone on our show was like Babe Ruth, and Pete's like, Babe Ruth probably threw dumpy 82-mile-an-hour cutters. She's like, screw that.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that AJ faced that he had a career out of, it's probably somebody that would line up right to me.
Matt Harvey?
Who?
Matt Harvey?
Okay, we're not talking about the back half here. I will give you some props. You played for
Roy
17
Halladay,
years or 8.
Pedro. Those are guys that hit well. Are they bad?
Yeah, like those. See, there was like 3 of those floating around. You got Roger Clemens, good one, nice. Randy Johnson, cool. You had 5. We have like 3 of those in a rotation everywhere we go.
Oh, here we go. You guys are so much better.
We are.
You guys are so much better now.
Dude, the fact that you don't even have to be in shape to play baseball just shows like how easy it was back then.
I'm just gonna say kettle, meet the pot.
Dude, I didn't say I was in shape. I was just saying like how often guys weren't in shape back then.
Oh.
Well, drop the mic, Rowdy. We gotta let you jump.
I already broke one bobblehead today. If I had one of you, wait, you don't have one. Never mind.
Well, good luck on the AJ statue out there. Tell the guys they're doing a great job right now.
Yeah, they were just putting it up, and then they threw it in the waste management dumpster because they just figured it was fuck it, nobody wants it anyway.
Oh boy, you are something else. Let me tell you.
Hey man, hey AJ, in all seriousness, AJ, I do respect your career and everything you've done, and I just like to talk shit because you do like to talk shit, and I've heard a lot of stories about how much hell you gave young guys, and I kind of want that. I want to see what that's like.
Rowdy, listen, dude, it doesn't bother me. I promise you. I just laugh. There ain't nothing you can say that my wife ain't already said to me, okay? So trust me, it's all good. I will laugh, and I don't get mad. And
the game needs more of this.
Yeah, I agree. This is what
Can I share your bank account like your wife does then?
No. There's only one of those per family, because if I had 2 of them, I'd have to move in with Scott instead of Scott moving in with me.
I got a good
Scott lives
spot,
in a 1-bedroom.
No, it's a 2 now. I upgraded.
You upgraded just for me.
Yeah, Orlando's a lot cheaper than New York City. Hey,
oh, is that Yelly? Yelly started hitting some homers.
He did yesterday, 2 days ago.
Did he? 2 days ago.
Yeah, we lost those still.
All right, well, go get him tonight, Rowdy. Go do your thing, man. Good to catch up. We'll get you again in a few weeks.
All right, we'll see y'all. Thanks for having me.
Rowdy, you're a legend. Keep doing your thing. Keep being you. We need that. So, another great interview coming up that we want to give you a little piece of comes from Legends Territory, as it's out now, and you can hear the full thing if you check out Legends Territory on podcast, or you can type it in on YouTube or find it on the Foul Territory YouTube channel. Carlos Gomez, who actually is a former teammate of Lorenzo Cain back in your rookie season in 2010. Carlos is an inductee of the Brewers Wall of Honor in 2021. He signed a one-day contract with the team back when he retired so he could retire with Milwaukee, and he was fun to watch. And in my mind, Lo, underappreciated at the time because the rules, the unwritten rules and protocol was stricter back then with players and celebrating and being themselves. And he said, screw it. I'm going to be Carlos Gomez. However, I want to be Carlos Gomez. And he spoke a lot about it, which we'll run in a moment. But what was your experience like with him? And do you have any comps in today's game?
Yeah, I only got to play with him for a very short time, but you can't underestimate the energy he brought day in and day out. Like I said, he didn't care what you thought about him, but one thing he would bring day in and day out was consistent energy to a ball club. And that is an advantage throughout an entire season. And Willie Adames and Carlos Gomez, they are very similar in that aspect. And they both brought energy. They brought the fire day in and day out. And it was just a pleasure and a lot of fun playing with both of them.
Yeah, Willie's nonstop, right? In the
Yes.
dugout, he's always going, always talking, always bringing the energy. And that's why this Brew Crew team is special. I mean, they've between Rowdy, who you just heard from, and Willie, who's just kind of always got the motor going. There's a lot to this team in terms of personality, which you get to hear every week on this show. So let's give you a little piece of that Legends Territory interview right now with Carlos Gomez.
You got to the Brewers, and did you make that decision? You went to Ron Renicky, the Brewers manager at the time, and you said, "I want to be me. I want to do my swing." Or was there a coach? Was there somebody else in your life that made that like aware to you? Like, hey, go, you got some juice. Use it.
No, I'm making myself. I tell myself I'm so frustrated that that I see what I can do and they don't let me to do. I make the decision. I have the experience already that I'm not a rookie, so I'm allowed to play to express myself. And we have a so nice conversation to my manager, and he respect me and he told me like, okay, let's try and see. When they give me this, I feel like when the lion get out the cage and give it to the jungle again. I'm like, "Rawr, now let's go." And the next day that I play, I hit two homer. I'm gonna start, learning when we get more concentrated to the at bat or Ryan Braun or Aramis Ramirez. Before I not pick my leg kick, I not use that. So I'm gonna start doing it and I start hitting more power. But I'm watching them, I'm learning. I pay attention to Arami every time, like how he did so perfectly every time. And every time I don't tell them, but every time that I saw Arami go to the cage, I run into the cage and I'm looking. Every time that Brown go to the play, I go to the batting cage and I'm. This is the first time that I told that, but I use them as a reference. Like I wanna progress and I gonna make my adjust perfect.
Is Aramis Ramirez one of the most underrated players?
Probably top three.
What did he do so well? I mean, he's a Brewers legend.
I mean, that guy can have a man on base. He gonna bring him in. Like you see him added to his face. This my IBI. 1-0 game.
Who were some other guys with the Brewers that you were close with, that you really made that time in Milwaukee special for you and made you a better player even?
Position players.
Both pitchers, position. Giovanni Gallardo.
Position players, I say Ricky Weeks, and Aramin Ramirez. This is the guy that I pick him up. And we talked a lot about adjust to to be better every day. And pitcher, uh, the first time, I mean, when I get traded to the Brew, I have the honor to play when Trevor Hoffman. And Hoffman tell, hey, you're gonna be a star. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep playing. And Cy Greinke love when I play. He say, I know I have a true center field over there that he don't care about. He broke his back. He gonna catch that ball.
And you can get more from Legends Territory again if you type it in on podcast or on YouTube to see more of Carlos Gomez and hear more of Carlos Gomez, as he does not hold back. Clearly, he is just as fun to listen to and chat with as he was when he was a player in Milwaukee and otherwise. Okay, let's finish with the look ahead for the Brew Crew, and they have a weekend series coming up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. This division is very much up for grabs. St. Louis is still playing, for the most part, terrible, which is surprising to almost anyone, right? We're getting closer and closer to the halfway mark of the season and going, okay, this is not going to be a runaway for St. Louis. And not only is Milwaukee fighting the good fight right now, low, despite some of the injuries they're dealing with, Pittsburgh's actually been very healthy as a ball club. You know, they signed some veterans. They've been on the field. Their pitching has mostly been much better than anticipated. The Pirates are a tough out right now. I don't think they're a playoff team. I don't think they're going to win this division. Of course, Cincinnati's playing really inspiring baseball right now. So even though this division as a whole is not great, right? Most of the teams, especially since the end of April, are not playing good ball, not even playing 500 ball. But for Milwaukee, you can't look past Pittsburgh. Before the season started, many thought this is a 100-loss team in Pittsburgh. Probably not going to be the case. So no cakewalk coming up.
Oh, not at all. I picked Milwaukee to win the division, but Pittsburgh, the Pirates are growing on me, and they're growing on me fast. I think the veteran presence of Andrew McCutchen, just bringing that to that clubhouse is something that they needed. And I think he has helped turn this club around. He's got them locked in. They're playing great baseball. And I personally think that they can continue this success. And I think, me personally, that it will end up being Pittsburgh and Milwaukee at the top. So I think it's going to be a fight to the finish, and I'll be here for the entire ride.
Who would have thought? Pittsburgh against Milwaukee, the heavyweights. I mean, Milwaukee, most thought were going to be good, but dealing with what they're dealing with the rotation right now and some of the other injuries. Pittsburgh, watch out. This team's legit. And I will say, and as I continue to say, I don't think Cincinnati's going anywhere either. I think they're going to be a pest. There's more young talent flowing through as long as they pick up pieces at the deadline. I think it's going to be a very interesting division battle because I don't think any of those teams are making it as a wild card. So you got to go for the division in that case. Good luck if you're a Brewers fan to your squad all of this week. We do this every week on Brew Crew Territory on the Foul Territory YouTube channel. And also you can find the podcast on Spotify and on Apple. We appreciate you for watching. Thanks, Rowdy Tellez, for being part of the show this week. And we'll see you next time.